So because we know that in 2025, GEO, generative engine optimization, and AI search are going to be some of the biggest trends we need to leverage to be able to stand out in the marketplace, I wanted to start playing around a little bit more with SearchGPT and compare it to ChatGPT, which we've been using really consistently for all kinds of different tasks and different things. But I was curious what the real difference is between these two. And this is kind of what I found. So I first started with just something, this is just kind of a test, biggest marketing trends of 2025. You can see it at the top. And I did this in the search function. So if you go into ChatGPT now, you can actually click the little world kind of button. It turns blue, and that turns it to SearchGPT versus just ChatGPT. So I put this in. You can see here I get these three answers. These are the top three that I got. And you can also see that here they put the little sourcing, and at the very bottom they put all the sources in one kind of packet, if you will, as well. So at the end you can see here all the sources are put in this little box that you can click on, and then it expands, and it honestly looks like a Google search once you do that, and you've got everything listed, and we'll have like major headlines, and I'll have preview text and different things like that you can see everything here. So this is when I was using the actual search function. Then I did the exact same search, biggest marketing trends of 2025, and I did it without the search option on. You can see I get the exact same answers pretty much. I get a little bit different sourcing, like there's some that are the same and some that are a little bit different. You'll see that in the packet as well at the bottom. The sourcing was a little bit different, but largely it's about the same kind of thing. So little different sources here in the packet that this one came up with when it was just ChatGPT, but largely this is pretty similar. And what I found was, depending on the question you ask and kind of the context of the question, and if it's a little bit more trend specific or stat specific, things like that, you might get similar answers between ChatGPT and SearchGPT, but other times not as much. And I'll show you an example of that in just a second. So then I asked this question because, again, this is just a test, but I have a client whose content is kind of centered around employee skill development. And so I asked this question, and I asked this in the SearchGPT option first. These are the answers I got: financial incentive, professional development, career advancement, etc. You have all your sourcing, that sort of thing. And you've got a really good packet of sources at the bottom too when you use the search function. So with the search function turned off, I get basically the same answers again though that you can see here. So it really boils down, I think, to the types of questions that you're asking and what you're trying to figure out from the tool. I think if you really need specific sourcing, then you definitely want to invest in SearchGPT if you haven't already paid for like the team plan or the professional plan. You have access to it now if you want to use it. I think it can be great if you want to basically use it as a replacement for just traditional Googling. It can be excellent for that. I'm interested to see how this continues to evolve as well, if SearchGPT just ends up replacing ChatGPT completely, or if you use ChatGPT for certain things and you search for other things. I can definitely see that being the case in the future. I think this will continue to evolve, but it's really interesting to play around with. It's already better to use than Google in so many different ways if you want to use it specifically for search. I think the AI functions better than Gemini's. I'm really interested to kind of see where it goes in 2025. Would love to hear your thoughts, what you think is going to happen with SearchGPT as well.